Okay. So I just want to say bye, Giselle. I love you, and I'm happy you came to visit me. Giselle was here for about a week and a day, and it was like really awesome to spend time with them and like just to hang out, cause like I met them when I was in California, and like after I broke up with my girlfriend, and I was just like in a really shitty place, and I just really felt like alone, and like I didn't have a community. And you know, Giselle's roommate Nicole actually is who I knew in their household, and I like really liked her, and I was like, you know what, it'd be cool if I stayed with you guys like for a couple days, because like I was trying to break up, you know, staying with people as little as I could, but like to be real, I didn't know that many people, so it was really hard for me to like be like, oh, can I stay at your house like 3 days when I really needed like a week. So we ended up like, you know, being a really good fit, you know, together. Like everybody in that household liked me, and they ended up being like, you know, you could stay longer, you know, if you wanted to. And at one point they actually were like, you know, if you didn't have that plane ticket, we'd ask you to stay. And like it made me so happy that I had a community in California, because like when I was living with my girlfriend, I just didn't feel that way. And I guess in a big way, I really needed like to meet Giselle, and I really needed to have that friend at that time. And you know, it's crazy because I asked Giselle to come visit me before I even got a plane ticket to go to New Orleans. Like before I even had a place to live, I had, you know, I told Giselle, you know, when I get to New Orleans, you know, you have a place at my house. Because, you know, even though I was staying in a household with 5 people, there were 2 couples, and Giselle was the only person that was a singular person, like they didn't have a partner that they were living with. So it was really cool to me to see like how everybody interacted, but more importantly like to hang out with Giselle, because like they just weren't like when you have a partner, you know, it's harder, I guess, to like seem available. And Giselle just seemed hella available, and it was really cool to like hang out with her and really like just like have, you know, a friendship with her. And so like I said, I invited her to stay with me before I even had a place, and she actually bought her ticket to visit me before I even had an apartment. And she actually bought so before I even had a place, I was like, Giselle, you better come visit me. And she was like, I will. And before I even had a motherfucking place to live, Giselle bought a ticket, and I was just like, oh my god, like this has to come together. You know what I mean? But it did, and that was really awesome to like really like have that all come to fruition, and just to feel like more like whoo. But then like when Giselle was coming to visit, I'm like freaking out, because it's like I want to clean my house, I want to fucking like make sure all my roommates are available, and everybody like went to Florida, as I said in my other video. So everyone was in Florida still. Like they were supposed to be back, but like they all decided like they loved Florida and they wanted to stay and have more time to hang out. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know, Giselle and I hung out together for a couple of days, like with our other friends, and they were really good at making friends too. And that was like really awesome, because like sometimes when people come to visit you, they like get stuck on like hanging out with only you, and it's a lot of like expectations, because like, you know, you're trying to create a good environment while still trying to get your own personal shit done. And at one point, you know, I was feeling bad, because like I've been doing tarot on the street, so it's like if I'm not out on the street making money, then I'm not making money. So I like took a lot of time to like hang out with Giselle, and I was worried about money, but everything kind of came through. Like it was very crazy like how things just worked out for me and Giselle, and our plans to like be friends and hang out and like, you know, enjoy New Orleans together. And we actually like we were able to bike ride together a bunch of times, and you know, go to cool places. Like I have a bunch of pictures I posted on Instagram of Giselle and I hanging out. And at one point like we just like stopped really taking a lot of pictures, and just like started doing like really fun stuff together, with no documentation, which isn't that big of a deal. But I mean, I wanted to take a hell of a lot of pictures, because it's just fun. Like I like when people visit me. It's just like so fun. But I don't know. I'm really happy that, you know, she's like gonna be home safe soon, and you know, we'll still like hang out like at another time. And like she totally said that she wants to come back to visit, But now it's like time for me to like get money together so I can go to a fucking Hawaii, bitch. Cause like, you know, when I met Jisel, I actually met her friends Lakin and Melody, who are dating, and you know, they were really sweet to me and like super nice. But like I only like hung out with Jisel for like a week and a half, you know what I mean? So like I really only hung out with Lakin like twice. And you know, Jisel and I, when we were in the middle of making plans for New Orleans, Jisel was like, oh, you know, just so you know, Lakin wants you to come to oh, what up? She's like, oh, just so you know, Desiree! Ouch! It's hot out here, right? But I only knew Lakin for like 2 days. So the fact that like Lakin told Jisel to invite me to Hawaii was fucking insane and awesome, but like insane, because it's like I've been wanting to go to Hawaii forever. And I met somebody from Hawaii, Lakin, and it was just like crazy because it's like, oh man, it's like if I didn't live in New Orleans, I said I wanted to live in Hawaii just because like, you know, tropical climates don't bother me, heat doesn't bother me, rain doesn't bother me, bugs don't bother me. But I guess it's all like a matter of like getting there and like being there. So now that's like my new plan, I guess, like to like not move to Hawaii but like visit for sure. And I really wanted to like get that going. So if you see this, Jisel and Lakin and Melody, I'm getting my life together so I can come to Hawaii. I'm sorry. Fucking up. But I can't wait because like it's crazy. And I think I might actually be going to Pensacola this week. Not this week, sorry. I think next week, because I'm having my boo come to visit me, and we were talking about just like renting a car and like driving down to Pensacola. And like that's amazing because, you know, when you have like a 9 to 5, you gotta plan this shit. Like my boo got a 9 to 5, and it's like, you know, for them to like plan this whole trip to come out to visit me, rather not plan a trip, but like plan to like come see me in New Orleans and like have the availability just like I do to go to Florida. Like that's something that like is so amazing to me. It's like something that's like so crazy and amazing because like not everybody gets that. Like most people like that work at a job that's like you gotta be there. You can't just be like, I'm going to Florida for a week, you know? You ain't gotta tell nobody, you're just going. And that's what it feels like to be like your own boss and like be in control of like your money, be in control of like your situation in complete terms, you know? I'm so happy, and like I just like shout out to all my followers because like y'all are like the reason why I like felt so confident to do this. Oh, fucking crazy bee. Oh my god, I do not fuck with bees. Oh my god. But yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to all my followers, like I said, because, you know, like y'all, like when I started doing tarot, obviously some bitches hated. Bitches hate everything I do. Some of them at least. But it's like when I started doing tarot, people were just hating on me, trying to make me feel like I was like being a scammer or something. It's like, how can you scam people at fucking tarot? It's like either it's legitimate or it's not. Either you're gifted or you're not. Not to be an ass, but it's like either you can read tarot and like actually like perform spiritual healing on people, or you can't. And I think like it just like really fucked me up that like, you know, that like I didn't get supported in the way that I thought it would be by a lot of people. But I think the thing is, we have so many misconceptions on tarot card reading. We have so many misconceptions on spirituality and like what it means to like be open to spirits and what it means to be able to channel them. And, you know, as I've said before, I'm not a psychic. You know, I very rarely get visions, but when I do, it's very quick, and it's typically in terms of danger. You know, my mom used to call it the heebie-jeebies because it's like when, you know some shit is about to pop off, and like I usually have those feelings. And that's why I have so many crazy stories, because I be ignoring my heebie-jeebies, you know? I be ignoring like straight up all the crazy feelings that I get because I don't want to fucking deal with it. And the next thing I know, some crazy shit happens, and then I got a good ass story. So, I mean, there's that. But I mean, you know, as I said before, like I'm constantly like trying to work on like perception and like how it really doesn't matter how people perceive me. Like as long as I know I'm doing what the fuck I want to do and what matters to me. But I mean, again, it's a struggle because like I guess like I don't like for people to be mean to me. I guess like that's like anybody, you know. And I think people just think like, again, because like you put your life out there, that like that like them commenting on it or speculating is like normal, or it's like okay to like be mean because someone like is visible. And I think that that's like that fucking rape culture violent shit, you know what I mean? Like that's that victim blaming shit, like, oh, you know, this person put their life out here for me to talk about it, so why can't I fucking shit on them? Like what, like why are they so attention hungry? Like why do they want attention, obviously, like why are they mad when I don't give them what they want, you know? It's like, okay, I don't know. Struggling a lot with like internalizing bullshit. And constantly thinking I see this bitch. Oh my god, I stay thinking I see my ex-roommate, my old roommate, Monica. Every time I see a white bitch with brown hair, I'm like, is that Monica? I be bugging. But I also want to talk about how I went to the country club. Ooh, girl, yes. Okay, listen. So for a minute, I've been wanting to go to the country club. And last time I lived in New Orleans, I tried to go with my peoples, but my peoples wasn't all of age. Like, one of us was, like, still 20. But, you know, now I went with all my peoples, and it was such a good time. Me, Jisel, Cammy, a.k.a. Camel Toe, excuse me, and Kara went out to the country club, and it's a nude pool. And the pool is, like, it's heated, and it's a saltwater pool, and there's also a jacuzzi, which is fucking to die, okay? The jacuzzi is so warm, and you're allowed to smoke weed and smoke cigarettes in the pool, bitch, yes. So I was in the pool just smoking it up, smoke dog, okay? Smoke dog. And, you know, sharing with people. I was just swimming around like, let me get a drag of your cigarette. I'll give you a puff of this weed, even though it ain't equal, but still. So... like, everyone here is so funny and adorable and sweet. I met this really cool guy earlier. His name is Cody, and he's so cute. I'm sorry, like, I should never make videos at the coffee shop because everybody looks at me and is like, hi! And I'm like, hi! But yeah, fucking, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, so we went to the country club, and it was fucking bomb. And also, like, in the pool, they have, like, these lights. They have like this green, blue, yellow, red light, and that's like the pool kept changing colors. I'm like high as hell, so I'm just like, god damn. And then the jacuzzi, there were probably people smoking cigarettes in the jacuzzi. It was mad funny. But we had such a good time. And at one point there was this dude with this giant penis inside of the fucking sauna touching his dick while Jisel and I were trying to have a conversation. Like, he's telling us about how people were smoking blunts in the sauna, and we were like, good to know, because we actually brought some weed into the sauna, so we wanted to just, you know, get our weed on. So we were smoking weed in the sauna. That shit was stupid. Don't do that shit again. Just like as a reminder for myself and for others, like, that shit is like too whack. Like, it just had me feeling so woo crazy. But this guy, like, Jisel and I are sitting there, and homie just starts rubbing on his dick, like, and Jisel don't got her glasses on, so Jisel don't even see what I'm seeing. And I'm like, you know, I could go back in the water. And she's like, yeah, but you know, it's so nice in here. I'm like, bitch, it's not nice in here. It's a nigga touching his dick. But you know how people be. So, like, he was trying to act like he wasn't doing all that, because, like, then I just dipped out, and then Jisel dipped out, and then Jisel went back in, and he went back in, and he was trying to tell Jisel this long-ass story, and Jisel was mad funny, because Jisel was like, hold on, I don't fucking care. Fucking so funny, yo. Jisel was mad funny. Oh, my God, we had too much fun. Last night was crazy. Like, last night was Jisel's last night. So we went and got moonshine. We got this moonshine that was like, it had blackberries in it, and the blackberries were fermented, so like they didn't taste like blackberries at all. They tasted like just hella alcohol. And so we were drinking moonshine and lemonade. We went to Rally's. That was our last meal together. Rally's. Actually, that's not true. I made breakfast for them for dinner. At like 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like making bacon and eggs like in the kitchen, and I made this really great omelet with like fresh corn and green peppers and onions and garlic, because like fresh corn's fucking amazing. But yeah, like I've just been like having such a good time here. Like, I wish I could make more videos, but like it's really like when I have time to make the video, plus when I have time to upload the video is when I make it. So that's why I'm making a video right now. And yeah. But I mean, like, I know y'all see me getting dork. Okay? Yes. Okay, I'm excited. It's like so hot right now, especially where I'm at. But like it's like there's some good shade going on. But as you can see, like I'm like really shiny. Like it's like really warm here. And like I've officially stopped wearing my foundation. Currently, I'm rocking powder and primer only. But who knows? You know, who knows like what's gonna happen? Cause like at some point I'm gonna stop fucking with the primer too. Cause I really just don't think that's gonna be good for my skin. Cause I hate getting pimples so much, and I always get pimples whenever I like try to fuck with do too much makeup in the heat. It just isn't a good look. So it'll have to stop. But I think I'm gonna go. But I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do want to talk about that. That video is coming up next. I'm actually gonna watch the second episode, like the part 2 of the reunion, and then I'm gonna upload a video doing like part 1, part 2. Like I'm gonna do it. Hopefully I can make like one video, but I don't think I can because you know I be talking. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it while I'm uploading this one, so we can kind of get a volley going. And I think I'm gonna just chill here for like a little bit. All right. So thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.